Hey guys, welcome back to Sabers Forever. I'm John, and today we're going to be going over the MPP by Roman Props. But more importantly, this has a Goth Master Chassis in it. And not any Master Chassis, an appropriate Sith Lord Master Chassis. So without further ado, why don't we just jump right in and I'll show you exactly what's going on. Alright, so here it is. This is the MPP by Roman Props. As expected, it is spotless and gorgeous. It's been gutted already and installed. It normally has a replica section in here that has the correct grill and everything, or wire seats or whatever. That's been gutted and replaced with a Dagobah Swamp blade holder, which is also a design by 5280 Concepts. Who is Derek Organ. And he's done an absolutely awesome job with this concept, and honestly, he's a really nice dude. He helped out with the OLED settings on this and shared his files with me. I really liked what I saw from his build on these, so I don't want this video to be crazy long, and it doesn't have to be. But this saber also is not completely finished. It's only halfway through its journey, but it's going to be heading over to Nathan from Iron Destiny Props after this goes back to home. So right off the bat, I'd like to show that the blade cap here, this has been machined. There's normally a nipple here that holds the chassis in place. That's been machined away, and Derek also was kind enough to share his STL files for the spacer ring for this, which holds the chassis in a lot better. So all you have to do is really dump the saber. If the saber is stuck, I'd actually kind of like to demonstrate this. If the chassis is stuck in the saber, like if you go, whoop, oh, it's behaving. It's normally just a dump system, but if it's stuck for whatever reason, just push on the power button. And usually it's just the plunger that's a little hooked up on the blade holder. But other than that, everything pops in and out real nice. Now, this is the Goth Sith Lord Master Chassis. This thing was so much fun to install, and I was lucky enough to be able to weather it up. So let's go over what components it's got. This has installed a single tactile brass switch, a stock NPXL V3. There are 5 Neopixels. 5 Neopixels up here. Let me get a close up. Underneath the faux 3 millimeter LED heads. So that'll light up. We have our OLED screen. We have our Proffieboard V2.2. We have 2 real quartz crystals. Each one has a Neopixel underneath of it. There's a Neopixel engine right here with 15 Neopixels that circle the speaker pod. A 28mm bass speaker, a single Neopixel accent, and a high amp kill switch. So this thing is fully loaded. There is nothing missing. Oh yeah, and a 18650, get this open for you, 18650 lithium-ion battery. So this is the positive down here towards the crystals and the negative up top. So flat side towards the emitter, nipple to nipple, always, as I say. Positive is pointed down. So this is magnetically sealed. Get a little bit of a close-up of this. And let's flip her on.
I am what you made me.
So now let's get into the OLED real quick. So the OLED's great because Derek Derek actually programmed this so that it's kind of a little bit of a performance that it shows on the status of the saber. So while it's off, all of your bars are high, so they're all full. And then when you turn it on, it's in use, so the bars drain a little bit. And every time you clash or get a blaster block, it'll degrade a little. and then lock up, it really suffers. And then back to full when it's off. So really neat. It's a little bit of an interactive fun that you get to have with the OLED. All of the crystals are reactive. The turbine has a slow spin cycle while it's off and speeds up when it's on. So really fun, love that. You've got this Neopixel in the bottom, and these effects change subtly from font to font, but when it's on, it'll blink. And off, it just stays on. These are on right now just as a solid. There's no animation on these, but if we were to change fonts, get a nice little animation on the OLED. And as I said, all this kind of just changes subtly. So not a lot of changes from font to font, but little things. So really awesome chassis. The Saber goes in real easy. Just line up the chassis goes into the Saber real easily. Just line up your switches. So this is your main switch right here. And slide that in. And then your spacer goes in with the funky side, the one with all the cuts. That goes in like so, and it should look like that. And then this just twists on. Lots of threads. And then now you're good to go. So Saber is the chassis is perfectly held inside the Saber. This is single button activation. So let's just play with that. No vent, no. This blade plug doesn't have any kind of light venting. So to get the blade plug out, this is your blade retention screw. So just unscrew that. Drop your blade plug, and then your blade would go in, and you have a very deep blade socket. Let's get a blade real quick. Put this in here. And this fits a 7/8 blade. And it is so nice. I mean, it's gorgeous. Everything goes together real easy. And I honestly couldn't be more happy with this install. It's trying to tell me it's got a low battery, so before it does that again, let's turn this off. The Saber will go into a kind of save state mode. A deep sleep mode. It doesn't have deep sleep per se. That's loud. But after 15 minutes, the LEDs will all turn off, and the Saber will no longer respond to gestures. This actually has twist on and twist off. And the Saber will basically just try to save any kind of battery life that it can. But if you're going to just put this on the shelf, I would recommend turning it off, unless obviously you're trying to display it because you're a fancy pants and you have this awesome Saber. I would. Honestly, you don't even need the Saber. Like, it is such a gorgeous chassis. Everything about it. Rick, Goth 3D Designs, just nails them every single time. Blows it away. But yeah, just make sure that in order to save battery and so that it doesn't yell at you like that in the middle of the night. That's terrifying. I've had that happen a few times. Not with this one specifically, but with Sabers in general. So I'm struggling here. This goes like this. There we go. But yeah, I would say, just so you're not woken up rudely in the middle of the night, turn off your battery, hit your kill switch at the bottom. It's very easy to do so. You don't even have to remove the chassis. And when everything is all set, just Bob's your uncle. So, all right, let's just wrap this video up. And yeah, told you it'd be nice and short and sweet. All right, guys, that does it for this video. If you like what you see and you want to see more, make sure to like and subscribe for more content featuring awesome sabers just like this. There's going to be some more blasters coming in the very near future, especially since Mandalorian just started. I hope everybody's watching and enjoying so far. The first episode's been super awesome. But if you're looking to get an install, enough about the actual awesome Star Wars stuff. If you're looking to get an install on a lightsaber, please reach out at john@sabersforever.com. Maybe you're looking to get a saber just like this one or something similar. I can help answer any questions that you have and make sure you know exactly what you're getting yourself into. If you're looking for a saber that's already done, I have a ready-to-ship section on my website at www.sabersforever.com where you can check out what I have available and it will ship immediately. So strike while the iron's hot. I think I got it right this time. I always say something weird, but anyways, that basically does it for this video. So until the next time, may the Force be with you.